I felt that, you dirty thief!
You there! You look like a capable forager. I need some help. Can we talk?
Have you come seeking the wisdom of the forefathers? Then you are in the correct place.
I scouted ahead. That campsite is crawling with the mercenaries that attacked me. Seems like they're searching or waiting for something. But that got me thinking. Why would those mercenaries be after both me and Raynilla? I thought about that on the way over, too. If Raynilla could afford to hire mercenaries, she wouldn't be desperate for Deredrian's help like she was in that note we found, right? Something else is going on here. That campsite is the only lead we have on finding Raynilla. If we can get there, maybe we can find something to keep us on her trail. I'm not used to looking out for others. Can you handle yourself if we run into trouble? Wait. Those lanterns. This is Raynilla's signal? I think I've seen it before. Look, someone left a trail. Crouch down and you'll see it. Well, if Deredrian came here to help Raynilla, it doesn't seem like she did a very good job. And no other sign of Raynilla or the one she was traveling with. What are those notes? What did you find out? Right. She threw in with the Reformer, who told her to prioritize my capture over Raynilla's? What? And he's the one who hired me, without knowing it? This is the last time I ever find work through a job broker. No, but we can piece it together. The fence moving specialty items, the two lanterns signal, the list of operatives, this person called Dim who the Reformer wants back alive. Raynilla isn't traveling alone with some trinket. She's freeing a slave. I don't want to think about that right now. This can't be all there is. There has to be someone who can give us answers. There was another name I saw, Mevi, in Old Isra, right? That's not far. If we can find her, maybe she could tell us more. I'll meet you there. I just need a minute.
Wait, hold on. Headed to Old Isra.
See that? Two lanterns. That's got to be Mevi.
Experimental metal to create a sort of link between him and his subject.
Sharp as night. By Azura, after all these years, is it really you?
Always
I was afraid you'd say something like that.
Perfecting that link and conquering Sharp precisely. After that happened,
I don't know you,
Raynilla
and I've never met Sharp.
he was
But the way my Raynilla spoke of him, I'd recognize him anywhere.
awake and he knew
Are you one of her connections? Have you been watching over him all this time? Did he finally remember Raynilla?
and Raynilla felt the same. He acted in
The Reformer uses experimental magic on his slaves. Raynilla didn't understand the process, and when she excised it from Sharp to free him, it tore something from him. His memories, she thought. Raynilla never forgave herself for what happened.
I'll follow shortly. Please, hurry.
She put herself on assignment. She's freeing another from the Reformer. I haven't heard from her, but that's how these things often go. Forgive me, it's only just occurred to me, but if Sharp has no memories of Raynilla, how did you find me? What? Deredrian? No, Raynilla needed her help to find the smugglers' tunnels in Gorn. She'd arranged for a boat to take them to safety. If it's just the two of them in those tunnels, I need to get to her. Please, can you help? You two go on ahead. I need to gather Raynilla's research and prepare to travel light for a while. We always knew this day might come. Thankfully, we always tried to remain ready for just such an occasion. I can spare a moment to tell you what I know, but after, we really should get moving to Gorn. She is my wife. Sharp is the reason we met, actually. She needed forged documents for his new identity. I'd never done anything like that before, but she convinced me. Pity he didn't get to use the forgeries. But some good came of it, at least. It is. She told me he had ambitious ideals that challenged the traditions of House Telvanni. But when she witnessed the cost of those ideals firsthand, she had a change of heart. Breaking ties wasn't enough. She started freeing his slaves. When she lets me, I'm skilled in forgeries and logistics, but I've never done field work, not like her. It's dangerous work and, well, she's always been very protective of me. She has an informal web of operatives across Tamriel focused on freeing slaves. She relies heavily on favors and appealing to people's better nature. It's a struggle, to be sure. I think Raynilla takes on a lot more than she can bear. He's a rich and powerful Telvanni magister who hides behind his moniker and keeps the particulars of his research close to his chest. He practices horrible experiments on his slaves. Somehow, he thinks his work is going to end slavery in Tamriel. Raynilla says he uses some experimental metal to create a sort of link between him and his subjects. I've blocked out most of the details, but I do know that Sharp was the Reformer's favorite. Sharp's resistance always captivated the Reformer. It was as if perfecting that link and conquering Sharp's will was his greatest trial. Precisely. After that happened to Sharp, Raynilla studied the vile process and learned how to safely deattune those freed after him. She'll be thrilled to see him again. I just know it. She might even know how to restore his memories. Raynilla can tell you more when we find her. The way she speaks of him, it's like she's worrying after an old friend. She liked to imagine that he ended up living a peaceful life as a fisherman somewhere. He was feral when she excised him from the Reformer's control. She had no choice but to subdue him. She delivered him to Deredrian at an old safe site in Valenwood. He was supposed to go to Blackmarsh from there, but things didn't go as planned. Deredrian put a hand on Sharp to shake him awake, and he nearly clawed her face off. She said she barely escaped with her life. I can't blame Sharp, and Raynilla felt the same. He must have reacted in fear, that's all. No, Deredrian was furious. Raynilla didn't know such a thing would happen, but that didn't seem to matter to Deredrian. She had complained that Raynilla wasn't paying her enough anyway. I'm just sad it ended this way for her. Sharp, Raynilla would say that you're under no obligation to help, but please.
I'm on my way. Where are the smugglers' tunnels you mentioned?
I think there's a secret entrance in the southwest tunnels. I'll follow shortly. Please, hurry.
An undead werewolf took over Camelot. An undead werewolf? How does that even work?
Fair. I could seek help in Necron, or... Are you there? Drab attire, sharpened blades, a dangerous glint in the eye. An adventurer, I take it? I could use someone with your particular skill set. Let's speak for a moment. I promise to me. The island of Gorn is home to a reclusive portal mage by the name of Draenus. His research could further my ascension within House Telvanni. I could use a skilled hand to aid me while I procure the... Nonsense! Oh, there is something to be said about the sharing of knowledge and the marketplace of ideas, but that's neither here nor there. Let's just say there is a tidy sum to be earned by an adventurer who can handle a delicate task. Wonderful! I had a good feeling about you. I prepared this boat to take us up to the island. Here we are, Gorn. Let's see if we can find Draenus. Perhaps my charm will make this easy.
You're here after all. I was about to reel in this piece of my past without you. I thought maybe you decided to move on. This is far beyond what I hired you for, isn't it? Maybe you're like me and you never pass up a payday. But I probably wouldn't even have stopped to help someone like me in the first place. Gorn is packed to the brim with mad wizards. Doesn't make it too different from the rest of the peninsula, but I've heard worse things have moved in recently. I guess what I'm saying is I'll watch your back in there so long as you're watching mine.
why in Oblivion is Gorn besieged by Daedra? Adventurer, we should find Draenus. Quickly.
Ah, another over-eager pupil seeking to profit from my efforts. Could I instead interest you in some fungal tea? No. Visitors. Why, I was starting to get lonely. Two warring legions of Daedra make for poor company, you know. That worm behind you looks like one of the Givens by the curl of his lip. But you're a fresh face. What can I do for you? Did he now? Well, most Telvanni try to steal from the best. But Gorallo erred in coming to Gorn. Don't you know the nursery rhyme? 2 bantam guas in an aelid's den, each came in 1 piece and left in 10. You'd better turn around now. You're welcome to my notes. They're scattered around. If you want to round them up, look for a glow. A little spell to help in case I needed to find them again. And ever so pretty. But my new friends from the Shivering Isles might not like it. My gift for teleportation magic is just that. A gift. From a Daedra of Sheogorath's realm, named Strath. In exchange, I let him and a few legions of his friends come here to revel in the madness of the asylum's insane mages. Oh, Strath's lieutenants likely have my notes. They enjoy the way my thoughts unravel on the page. Perhaps you will, too. But let me give you 2 words of advice. First, what Gorallo wants isn't worth the price. And second, flatulence. Not much of a listener, are you? Adorable. Gorn is an asylum for the mentally infirm, if you're a mortal. If you're a Daedra sworn to the Prince of Madness, it's a buffet. An opulent feast ripe for the taking. Feasting, bathing, however you like to think of it. But yes, they slake their appetites with the inmates here. And me, too. Strath saw to that. Not all of them have the best table manners, of course. They're feuding with one another. You know how it is with eternal beings. He stole my prisoner. She gutted my vassal. He's an embodiment of my sovereign's mania. She's an avatar for Sheogorath's dementia. And then the blades come out. Rather tiresome, I must admit. My patron, the little finger of the right hand of Sheogorath, the Prince of Madness himself. All my facility with teleportation magic I owe to Strath. He taught me how to break my brain in all the right ways. Oh no. The research I did in teleportation was all my own. He only set me on the right path, gave me a little trinket to help light the way. But I shouldn't go on about Strath's secrets. If you wish to know more, just read my notes. Good luck, by which I mean I hope your deaths are painless, mostly.
A hunt it is. Adventurer, scour the island for glowing notes. Meet me in the middle of the estate once you have them.
All will fall